Howdy, I'm Bob Terry.
And I'm Johnny Terry.
And welcome to another free episode of the Roy Rogers television show. You remember when you were just a small tyke and you sat in front of the television with your 6 guns, and when Roy needed your help, you were ready. Well, the only manufacturer at this time of American-made Western toy cat guns is Wild West Toys. And you can shop with Wild West Toys online at www.toyguntown.com. And if you've got kids or grandkids that love to watch Roy Rogers, arm them with some 6 guns so they can help Roy when he needs it.
Ours are the best in the West.
Die-cast metal and Texas tough. Come by and shop with us, but before you do, here comes Roy.
The Roy Rogers Show, starring Roy Rogers, King of the Cowboys, Trigger, his Golden Palomino, and Dale Evans, Queen of the West, with Pat Brady, his comical sidekick, and Roy's wonder dog, Bullet.
Got him tied good and tight, Slim? So tight, Rusty, he'd be riding the burro to kingdom come. That ought to teach you government surveyors to keep your noses out of our business.
There'll be another one along to take my place.
Oh, well, we got a lot more burros and plenty more rope, haven't we, fellas? All right, Rusty, send him to the bat line.
Tell him he's had his last drink of water.
And here it is. He sure looks funny.
Yeah, just like a riding scarecrow.
That's all that'll be left of him out in the Badlands, bones and clothes. Good bait for the buses and good riddance for us. Come on, fellas, let's have a drink. This is hot work.
Good idea.
Take it easy, Jocko. You ain't going nowhere. Save your strength.
Well, as near as I can figure out, that new land I bought ends right about here.
Yeah, but the way a riverbed changes, how can you tell?
Well, the only sure way is to get a surveyor out here and find out if I'm in this county, the next county, or no man's land. What is it, Bullet? He seems to be worried about something.
Yeah.
Let's follow him.
Hope it isn't a jackrabbit.
That's what Bullet's been trailing.
Poor guy, he's in bad shape.
Get the canteen, Dale. That's enough for now, old-timer. We'll take you back to Mineral City where there's plenty of feed and water. Has he said anything yet, Dale?
No, Roy, he's still unconscious.
We better get him back to town. I'll hold him on Trigger. You lead the burro.
Right.
Somebody give me a hand here.
Hi, Dale. Anything I can do?
Oh, Pat, you're just in time.
I am?
Yeah, take this little burro to the stable and give her some feed and water, will you?
I look more like a hero than a stable boy.
Well, you'll be her hero if you'll take her to the stable.
Oh, yeah. Come on, laughing girl. Let's go get some victuals.
He was tied up so tight the circulation's cut off. He's suffering from exposure, thirst, and shock from a beating.
I can make one good guess who did it. Hiya, Sheriff.
Hello, Roy. Dale told me how you found him. Do you know who he is yet? Now, wait a minute. He ain't strong enough to talk yet. And if you're going to ask him a lot of fool questions, I won't be responsible for him. Okay, Doc, hold your horses. Now, when you think he's well enough to talk, you let me know. Well, it won't be before tomorrow.
Let me know, too, Doc.
All right.
Well, I guess I'm about the fourth surveyor they kicked out of town. One man disappeared completely. Another one's still in the hospital, never will be right.
Well, Mr. Carroll, you're the first victim that's turned up in my territory. And I aim to do something about it.
Well, just a minute, Sheriff. Until that outlaw territory is surveyed, you have no jurisdiction.
Yeah, that's right.
It's sort of a no man's land.
Well, it appears to me like them outlaws are squatting on their rights and thumbing their noses at us.
Well, we got to do something about it. Say, Roy, you got a stake in this. Doesn't that new ranch land of yours extend right down into the riverbed?
Yes, but I don't know how far in, Sheriff. The only way to find out is to have it surveyed.
Well, you'll have to clean out that rat's nest first.
Then let's clean it out.
But how?
Sheriff, I got an idea while Mr. Carroll was talking. Listen, suppose you get a posse together. Pat and I will ride out in front.
All right, man, let's mount up.
Whoa now, whoa, whoa. Just have patience.
What's the matter, Pat? Did you forget how to ride a horse?
Pat's been chauffeuring that Jeep so long, he's forgotten all about horses.
Yeah, and I wish I could keep on forgetting about them, too. All I had to do with this Jeep was get in and turn on the key.
Then get out and get under.
Yeah, you spend more time pushing that Jeep than it spends pulling you, boy.
Coming down the road.
Slim, get Rusty. Looks like we got company.
Jack, that's a buck. I got you over a barrel. Now, what's your next best?
Hey, Rusty, a couple of men heading for town. Looks like they're being chased by a posse.
We better not ride in here. They'll get a hot reception. Come on, boys.
Well, you got away this time, but you better not try to come back.
Gee, that was a close one.
You're telling me.
Who are you?
Who wants to know?
Look, stranger, you came here. Nobody sent for you.
Don't mind my friend here. He's a mite high-strung. Tell you the truth, we're both feeling high-strung right now.
And what about?
Well, didn't you see? A sheriff and a posse were after us.
Oh. Well, keep talking.
Well, I reckon it's 'cause we stopped a stage on its way to Mineral City.
Yeah?
We didn't stop it to catch a ride.
How much you get off the coach?
That's just the trouble. That's why my pal here's so sore. Just as we had them all lined up and reaching for the sky, why, sheriff and a posse come along, so we had to run for it.
Oh, that's tough. How come the sheriff came along so conveniently?
Seems like he found the man half dead tied to a burro. He was out looking for the men who did it.
Oh, I see. How about getting better acquainted?
I'm Rusty Madison, these are my men, and this is my town. Any stranger shows up, he plays my rules. You get it? Now, there's plenty of room up over the saloon. Get your saddlebags, make yourself comfortable. Chow's in an hour. And don't be late. Cook's temperamental. Come on. What do you think of those fellows?
They're smart hombres.
Cagey, too.
Wouldn't surprise me a bit if they did hold up that coach and get away with plenty of money.
Yeah, maybe we better take a look in their saddlebags.
Let's do it now.
No, when they're not watching. If they're telling me the truth, I got some plans for them.
Yeah, if.
Look, Jim, it's up to you to find out.
Me?
Yeah. Suppose you mosey into Mineral City and find out if there was a robbery and how much the boys got. Maybe we won't have to look in those saddlebags after all, huh?
That's a good idea, Rusty. I'll start now.
Okay. Jim, take a look at that bank layout while you're at it.
Okay, Rusty.
I think I'll take this one. Wow. On second thought, I think I'll take this one.
You act like a cow while he's on his honeymoon. Doesn't make any difference which one you pick. I don't think you're going to do any sleeping around here.
Well, we put it over, didn't we? Well, didn't we?
I don't know. Rusty's pretty smart. But at least we're safe while he's thinking it over.
You know, the way you talk, I ain't gonna get a wink of sleep tonight.
I'll sing you a lullaby.
Hey, I wonder where we eat around here.
I don't know, but let's get washed up and find out. What's the matter with him?
Bullet, what's the matter with you? Come away from there. I guess he smells like a dog.
I don't have a dog. Come on, get away.
Bullet. What'll you have?
Oh, cup of coffee and a donut.
Right?
Guess maybe your dog don't like me.
Guess maybe he doesn't.
It's good coffee, miss.
Thank you. I wouldn't do that if I were you, stranger. Bullet, you get away and go over there and lie down. Do you hear me? And you stay.
Don't like to have dogs barking at me. By the way, when does the stage come through?
It's already been through.
Well, when do I catch the next one?
Tomorrow morning.
Guess we'll have to spend the night. How about some more of this coffee?
Coming up.
The grub's real good here, Roy.
Maybe you'd like to stay.
How's the chow?
Fine. Who do we pay for it?
Oh, it's on the house.
But we like to pay our way.
Maybe get a chance. Say, where'd you fellas say you were from?
We didn't say.
You don't have to be cagey with me. The law can't touch you here.
Mighty neat arrangement.
The neatest arrangement in this part of the country. We want to pull a job, we ride out, pull it, ride back here. No man's land.
You must be plenty rich.
How'd you fellas like to pull a job with us?
Depends on the job.
Now, that bank at Mineral City is a cinch.
Well, if the cut's big enough, we might be interested.
That's the way I like to hear it. We'll talk this over later.
All right.
What could be sweeter? They walk into our trap and our job's done.
I don't like it.
Well, why? That's what we came here for, isn't it? To lead him and his gang out to where the sheriff and the posse can nab them.
Sure, but this is too easy. Rusty's nobody's fool.
Come on, Bullet. Let's take a look at that stranger you didn't like.
Hi, Soapy. Hi, Jim. I hear tell the stage got in late today. Run into some trouble?
Nope. You heard wrong.
Wasn't it held up?
No. Who's been telling you them lies? Stage come in just same as usual. Passengers got off same as usual. And old Sam the driver just as cantankerous as usual.
You sure nothing happened to that stage?
Well, now, if you don't believe me, ask the sheriff. He'll tell you there ain't been a hold-up in a long time.
Thanks, Soapy. I'll be seeing you.
Bullet, listen. Did you get a scent of Roy off that fellow? You did, didn't you? Roy and Pat. Listen, you and I are going to go find out if they're in trouble. Come on, boy. Let's go. Come on.
I wonder where Dale's going in such a hurry.
The pretty lady from the restaurant. Let's have that gun. Give it here.
Bullet, quick!
Maybe your mutt got away, but you won't. What's the idea of following me?
I wasn't following you.
I saw you watching when Soapy was talking to me. Maybe you heard too much.
I wasn't listening to you. I didn't hear anything. I was just taking my dog for a walk.
And now I suppose you're walking the horse.
It's a free country.
Suppose you keep me company to no man's land.
Why?
Come on, get going.
There's nothing on this side, Pete.
You ought to know. You sent these two birds up here, didn't you?
What are you and Pete doing up in this room? Like you said. Like who said? I mean, Pete and me wanted to take a look through them saddlebags. Oh, you did you? And who told you to do it? Nobody, Rusty. It was our own idea. Fine time to start a fight. We're all set to drive into Mineral City and pull a job, and you two got to start scrapping. I'm sorry, fellas. Sometimes my boys get a bit ambitious. What's in your saddlebag's your own business.
That's okay.
Now, no hard feelings, I hope. I like my boys to work together smooth.
No hard feelings.
Good. Now, you two set to ride on that bank job with us?
Sure.
Let's go.
Oh, I'm so sorry. My foot must have slipped. No hard feelings.
Well, hello, Bullet. What's the matter, fella? What's the matter, boy? Oh, Hank. Something's bothering Bullet. He's trying to tell us something. So you don't suppose Dale's in trouble? You know, they left together. You better get the men together and follow him.
Fellas, chances are we'll meet Jim on the way. If not, we'll wait for him at the old riverbed. He's got the information we want. When we get it, we go to work. Let's ride! Riders? Yeah, looks like Jim and somebody else. Well, that's funny. Say, it looks like Jim got himself a woman. What's he want to get a woman mixed up in this for? Well, you know Jim, boss. Always a ladies' man. Yeah, but this is no time for a thing like that. Come on, let's go. Oh! We'll wait here. Who's the gal?
She followed me here, so I thought I'd bring her along.
Are you crazy? What do we want with a woman?
Now, wait a minute, Rusty. She knows too much, and so do those two strangers the sheriff chased into our town.
What do you mean?
It's a frame. There never was a stage holdup. Those two men are working for the law.
Take them, boys!
How many of you go for your guns? Turn around. Go ahead, Dale. Come on, Pat.
For you. They said they'd run them outlaws right in our arms. Let's get them. It's a trap. Let's get out of here.
There goes Rusty. I'm going after him.
Well, you got him, Roy.
He's all yours, Sheriff.
We got the rest of them, too.
Good.
Come on, get going.
Well, Roy, I want to thank you and Dale for everything you've done.
You better thank Bullet. He's the one who really found you.
Hey, Roy, I think I'll ride out with Tom.
You mean you really like to ride horses now?
Well, I thought maybe I could help him out in his surveying.
Well, what about Nellie Bell? Don't you think she'll be jealous?
Listen, you couldn't get me off a horse if you tried. Besides, Nellie Bell ain't got no brakes to speak of, and she'll get you way out on the desert and stop. And, well, if she's just... Whoa, Nellie Bell! No, hey!
I didn't mean it, Nellie Bell!
Happy trails to you until we meet again. Happy trails to you. Keep smiling until then. Happy trails to you till we meet again.
Hope you enjoyed the Roy Rogers television show. So I'm Roy Rogers and Dale Evans, and we hope you'll come back and see us here at Wild West Toys 1 on YouTube. And we also hope that you'll shop with us at toyguntown.com. We appreciate you. Thank you so much. And we hope to see you again on down the trail. Howdy, I'm Bob Terry.
And I'm Johnny Terry.
And welcome to another free episode of the Roy Rogers television show starring Roy Rogers.
And Dale Evans.
And Trigger.
And Buttermilk.
It's all brought to you free by Wild West Toys. And you can shop with Wild West Toys online at www.toyguntown.com. Now here comes Roy.
Sit back in your saddle and enjoy the ride.
The Roy Rogers Show, starring Roy Rogers, King of the Cowboys, Trigger, his golden palomino, and Dale Evans, Queen of the West, with Pat Brady, his comical sidekick, and Roy's wonder dog, Bullet.
Well, riders, Trigger here is raring to go, so let's get started with today's story. To be or not. To be or not to be, that is the question. To be or not to be, that is the question. Come on, Aloysius, you can do better than that. To be or not to be, that is the question. Come in.
Patrick Aloysius Brady.
Whether 'tis nobler in the mind to suffer the slings and arrows of outrageous fortune or
To take off that tablecloth. Get to rehearsal, Pat.
Wait till they get a load of me as Hamlet. For once they'll see natural-born acting.
That's what I'm afraid of.
You know, all you have to do is put my name a foot high on them posters, and you'll have your down payment on the new church the first night.
We'd better, because from here it looks like we're just going to play one night.
Say, Dale, why don't you leave Buttermilk here at Roy's ranch and ride over with me and Nellie Bell? Then you can hear me recite Hamlet's soliloquy.
Soliloquy? Pat, that's soliloquy.
Oh.
I can't. I have to pick up the program.
Dale, be sure they got my name spelled right.
Oh, say, is Roy back yet?
No, he's still out with the sheriff looking for them bank robbers.
Well, I hope they catch him soon. See you at rehearsal.
Okay, Dale. Get out!
Showed up just in time, Barney. Where'll I get my horse?
Why not take his?
Yeah, they don't come any better. Boy, wait a minute. Whoa, boy.
What's the matter? We gotta give these nags a rest or else we're gonna be walking.
And we ain't got time to do neither.
Hey, look. To be or not to be? That is the question. Whether 'tis silver, swings o'er the sings of herald. Hey, them ain't her. I see what you want done. You make me kill the engine. And that ain't all that's going to be killed around here. Now get out.
Hold it. We don't know how to run this here contraption.
All right, start her up. You don't know what you're asking. Nellie Bell's awful temperamental.
Shut up and get her going.
Nellie Bell, if you start, I'm a goner. You double-crossing hunk of tin, and after all I've done for you.
You done that on purpose.
No, I didn't. She did. Nellie Bell, baby. All right, move over. Now, how do you start this thing? It won't do you no good. Nellie Bell won't ping a piston except for me. Well, you step on that gadget down there. See, I told you so.
Of all the cockeyed things, this is the cockeyedest.
Now, listen, I'm going to try this thing one more time. And it better start. Well, you got to call her by name. Speak kindly toward her. Nellie Bell's sensitive, she is. Oh, Nellie Bell. Come on now, be good for old Barney. All right, keep her going. You hurt her feelings. I told you she was sensitive.
I give up. You think this hunk of tin was alive?
You think she isn't? All right. You start her. And you better use all your charm. Nellie Bell, this is old Pat talking to you. Probably for the last time. Now keep her going. Get out.
Wait a minute. What if she up and dies on us? We'll never get her started again.
We'll take him back with us as far as our hideout. What's the matter with this rotten thing? Well, you gotta put it in gear. That gadget there in the middle. a nice nap?
Boy, my head feels as big as a barrel.
It serves you right for sending me after one owl hoot who I lost while you go traipsing off after two.
Who knocked me out. Now we'll have to start trailing them again.
Now, wait a minute, fellas. Let's talk this over. We'll keep them here until March shows, and then we'll make our getaway in Lulabelle.
It's Nellie Bell. And besides, you can't. I'm the star of the show. The whole benefit will fall on his face, and they won't have no money for the new church without my Hamlet.
Who's Hamlet?
Me, that's who. You mean you never heard of Hamlet's soliloquy? To be or not to be, that is the question.
Well, he's nutted than a fruitcake.
To be what?
To be anything.
Oh, you can't be anything. You gotta be something.
Now, look. This here feller Hamlet figuring on doing away with himself because his pa died and his ma up and married again.
Oh, why should he worry what his old lady does?
Because he's got feelings, that's why. There's a whole story right here in this book.
Hey, wait a minute. Who's this old gent with the chin whiskers? I seen that mug someplace before.
What's his name?
How should I know? I ain't had no book reading.
I ain't neither.
You mean you can't read?
Never had no need to. That face sure looks familiar. I know. It's my Uncle Bill. Well, I'll be kissed for a cow. Uncle Bill.
What's that old coot got his picture in the paper for? Horse stealing?
I hate to tell you this, Lefty, but your uncle has kicked the bucket.
Uncle Bill.
Oh, it happens to the best of us.
Hey, he left $1 million in cash and 2 oil wells to his only living relative, Leroy Young.
Leroy? Leroy? I never heard of any Leroy. Hey, that's me. They're talking about me. I'm his only living kin.
$1 million. $1 million on the hook. Why, congratulations, Lefty. We're rich. You know, Mark Sellers must have found the car and met up with Lefty and Barney.
Those tire tracks were plain enough.
Yeah, and they must have been in an all-fired hurry to leave their horses behind.
Sheriff. Oh, Roy, I'm glad you're here. Have you seen Pat?
Pat? No.
He hasn't gone and lost himself, has he?
Well, I don't know. We were supposed to meet at rehearsal, only Pat didn't show up. Why, you know he wouldn't miss a chance to give Hamlet soliloquy if he had to walk.
No, wait a minute. What road did Pat take back to town?
Well, the South Road, I suppose. It's the shortest.
Those car tracks. I thought they looked familiar. That sock I got on the head must have jolted my brain.
You mean you think it was Pat that met up with the Sellers gang?
The Sellers gang? Oh, no.
Look, Sheriff, notify the men who are watching the road and call the Border Patrol. Tell them not to shoot unless they have to. We want Pat back in one piece.
I'm going with you.
And think what me and you can do with all of that dough.
Me and you?
Well, we're partners, ain't we?
Sure, sure. I'll see that you and Mark got took care of.
Oh, it's Mark.
Whether it is nobler to enjoy the mind to suffer the slings and arrows.
Arrows?
Oh, they got them Indians and Hamlets, too?
If they are, I'd sure like to see them. Who's that?
Pat Brady.
Roy Rogers' site.
Roy Rogers, you idiot. Why'd you keep a gun on him?
Oh, don't get nervous, Mark. We picked him up in Waterloo.
Nellie Bell.
Waterbell, Nellie Bell. What's this all about?
Oh, it's a four-wheel contraption.
We got it hid in the brush out in back of the shack. Looks like we're going to need it, and quick. Take a squint at that.
What does it say?
Wanted for armed robbery.
I can read.
Mart Seller, Barney Ord, Lefty Young. Wanted by the authorities in Wyoming, Montana, Arizona, Idaho, New Mexico.
Oh, we sure get around, don't we?
Oh, that's not important. Take a look at that. See that picture? That's my Uncle William.
And he will, Lefty. $1 million.
From now on, you'll be obliged to call me Leroy.
Oh, sure, Leroy.
$1 million.
But the question is... Yeah, we know, to be or not to be.
No. The question is, how is Lefty going to collect it?
Why, I'll just, I'll...
Oh, sit down. I'll figure it out.
What in the world were they trying to do, wreck that Jeep?
Well, I don't know, but Pat wouldn't be driving Nellie Bell like that unless he was hurt.
Maybe Pat wasn't driving. Barney or Lefty could have been driving the Jeep.
Well, and what'd they do with Pat?
Well, don't worry, Dale. We'll find him. Bullet, go find Pat. We'll find him, boy.
There must be some way to get a hold of that money. Maybe we can steal it. It ain't wrong to steal your own money, is it?
It sure is. That money isn't yours till it's handed over legal. And you can't collect it without going to jail. Not for years, mind you, but for the rest of your life.
That's what I get for running around with you crooks. You let me off the straight and narrow path. If I hadn't listened to you, I'd be spending that $1,000,000 right now. Ain't you forgetting he was already in jail when I met you? Both you and Barney?
Quit it, both of you. We got some thinking to do. Now, what is saying this here paper again? That if Leroy Peters Young will get in touch with Mr. Ingleberry, that's the lawyer, and can identify himself, the estate will be turned over to him. I got it.
This here Ingleberry, whatever his name is, he don't know who I am. So what? So I tell Pat all about my Uncle Bill, and he pretends to be me and collects the money for us.
Oh, I can't. I gotta be Hamlet. It's my big chance.
Your big chance? What about mine? It won't work. This Brady guy's almost as well known as Roy Rogers.
I got it. Hamlet, you can represent Lefty. Go get the money, see the attorney, and bring it to me. I mean, both of us.
You know, I think you got an idea there.
Oh, no, you don't. I ain't representing no crooks. I got my reputation to think of.
Listen, you squirt. You're going to do exactly as I tell you to do. Or I'll take you apart just like a watch.
You dasn't. Nellabelle won't start without me. We don't need her. We'll rustle up some horses.
Quiet. Roy Rogers and Dale Evans.
He's trailing us.
Yeah. And for them, the end of the trail.
Wait. I'll do anything you want just so you leave them alone.
Leave them alone? They're the ones who are busting in.
We can sneak out the back before they even spot us. Nellabelle's out there ready and waiting.
Well, it might not hurt to try. Let's go.
What's up?
It's Pat.
The Sellers gang got him.
They've taken the Jeep.
Looks like they headed for Soda Springs.
Let's go. Yeah. Yes, Mr. Ingleberry. That's right, Mr. Ingleberry. What's the matter with you, Mort? You wasn't an ant on a hot stove.
We're just asking for trouble hiding in Rogers' house.
Well, we had to phone the attorney, didn't we? Besides, this is the last place anybody will think of looking for us.
Be sure he brings the money.
Uh-huh. Well, I'll see you then, Mr. Ingleberry. Goodbye.
What do you say?
He'll be in on the next stage, and I'm to meet him at the hotel, Mineral City.
It sure beats me. They must have gone to ground somewhere.
Oh, Sheriff, where's that county man?
Let's see. Right here, but I don't know what good it'll do.
Well, we might find out something. Dale, when we find Pat, he'll need a clean shirt and a razor and a few things. Would you mind stopping by my ranch and bringing them in to him?
Of course not, Roy. Oh, and I'll bring a thermos of hot coffee, too.
Pretty sure you'll find him, aren't you?
I want her to be sure. If she's kept busy, she won't worry so much about him. Let's see now.
You got the horses saddled.
Roger's got some buttes in the corral.
That'll drive Nellie Bell into town and we'll follow him. What's going to keep him from hollering his head off the minute he gets there?
I give you my word, didn't I? I'll plug him if he so much as peeps.
And have to shoot our way out? That'll cost us the dough.
Now listen, fellas.
Well, if it isn't Roger's girl Friday.
Stay.
Pat, the Sellers gang.
Pleased to meet you. Barney, you stay here and keep your eye on him. We won't have to worry about this guy anymore. With us holding the dame, he'll be as good as go. On your feet. Nice going, Mart. Come on, come on.
Miss Dale, don't try nothing. We might as well be comfortable. You want some coffee?
No, thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
They could have left the road and headed across the mesa.
But if they did, they're probably stranded.
Pat! Hey, Pat! Are you all right? How'd you get away? To be or not to be? That is the question.
It's okay. He's just spouting that there play.
The palace is surrounded. Surrounded! They threaten Hamlet's life. They threaten the lives of his friends.
He's off his rocker.
Say, Pat, you're better than ever. You can count on the sheriff and me being in the front row. This is one version of Hamlet I don't want to miss.
Let's go, Sheriff.
That big ham. He's nuts about that play.
Get over there and keep an eye on the hotel.
Let's sneak down behind these buildings. Keep an eye out for the Sellers gang. They followed Pat here. That's what he was trying to tell us. Quick.
Got Dale at the ranch.
Barney Ord?
All right, on your feet, you.
Now, hold it this way. B-A-R-N-E-Y-O-R-D. Barney Ord. Now you try it by yourself.
Me? How come I gotta learn to write my name on a check?
Well, how are you going to get your money out of the bank?
Bank? I ain't gonna put my money in no bank. Some dirty thief now to come along and steal it.
Well, you can't carry $250,000 in your pocket. And that's what you said you were going to get from Lefty's inheritance. Now you try to write it again. Yeah, that's good. That's real good. Keep trying. You're doing fine. All right.
Oh, no, you don't. Oh! You all right, Dale?
Sure.
Oh, shucks, Roy. I was going to rescue Dale, then you went and spoiled everything.
Sorry, Pat. Next time. Well, that takes care of the Sellers gang.
And the reward will cover the down payment on the church, so we won't have to do that benefit.
What? You mean I don't get a chance to do Hamlet?
Well, thank goodness.
Just when I was getting into the feel of the part. To be or not to be? That is the question.
It always has been, Pat, to be on the side of justice and the law or to be against everything that's right and honorable.
And to be on the wrong side means to end up in jail.
Lefty found out the hard way that sooner or later a man's past catches up with him.
Yeah, it cost him $1 million. Me, my big chance. Just think what a Hamlet I'd have made. Ham is right. That's all you are. Hush, quiet. You're always trying to horn it on me.
Nellie Bell's always getting even with him.
Happy trail to you until we meet again. Happy trail to you. Keep smiling until then. Happy trail to you till we meet again.
We would like to thank you for joining us for the Roy Rogers Show.
We appreciate you. If you enjoyed the Roy Rogers Show, starring Roy Rogers and Dale Evans, subscribe to our channel because we aim to bring you lots of fantastic free westerns.
Happy trails, and may the good Lord take a liking to you.